What's up, everyone? I'm gonna show you how to make a super cute July 4th ice cream bucket. And I'm using a 4x4 cake dummy. I'm using also my silicone cone mat, my impression mat. And I got that on Etsy on Soap Level US. And I'm gonna add some glue to my cake dummy just so my clay could stick on the styrofoam. Now I'm gonna flip my clay to the other side, and I'm gonna attach my cake dummy. And basically what I'm doing, oh my God, y'all can hear my puppy. Yeah, that's my puppy. She wants attention, guys. I apologize for that. But anyway, let's move on. Um, I'm gonna attach my cake dummy to my clay, and I'm trimming my clay now to the size that I need it. You're gonna cut it a little bit bigger than what you need. And you're gonna roll your I'm sorry, guys, my puppy's acting up. You're gonna roll it just like that. And yes, you're gonna have to add another piece to it because it doesn't give for the whole cake dummy, and that's okay. I bring the clay, the extra clay that's at the bottom, I bring it underneath. So when your clay shrinks, you won't see a styrofoam. I'm going to do the same thing on the top. So you're going to bring it in. You're going to make it nice and flat because this clay does shrink. And if you cut it the exact size that you need when it shrinks, you're gonna see your styrofoam and you're not gonna like it. So always bring it over and under so when it shrinks you won't see your styrofoam. Now we are going to cut the piece that we need. You're gonna measure it. You're gonna put your clay against your cake dummy and you're gonna measure the piece that you need. I'm adding some glue to my clay so both clays could attach to each other once I cut the piece that I need. Now I'm adding the piece, and I'm making sure that it overlaps on each other, so the clay, when it shrinks, it doesn't pull away from each other, if that makes sense. Because if they're not really attached together, when it dries, it shrinks and it could pull away from each other, and you'll be able to see your styrofoam. Now we're gonna add some drip drip to our ice cream bucket. And I got my cookie cutter from see my 3D prints.com, and you're just gonna start adding it. And I started in the front. The piece that we had to put to complete the bucket, that's towards the back. You leave that piece towards the back so you won't see it. And you're gonna start putting your drip drip all around your bucket. And if you can see the way I'm putting it, I'm overlapping it on each other. And then you're gonna rub your seams so you won't see that it's different pieces. It's all gonna look like one piece. And you're gonna do that all around your bucket. Now we're gonna do some star cookie sandwiches or macaroons, whatever y'all want to call it. It's the same thing. I'm using just my one stick on each side because I wanted that piece of the cookie to be thin, and those sticks makes my clay even. So that's why I like using my sticks, because I like my stuff even. And you're gonna cut this twice. Now you are going to cut a star again. And you see that I'm using different sticks because that's a different thickness is going to give me. I want my cream to be thick. So that's why I'm using those popsicle sticks. I glued 5 popsicle sticks together so it could give me that thickness. And you just have to cut this once. I also did other size stars. As you can see, I did them the same way. They just a little smaller than the one that we just made. Now you're gonna grab some silicone glue, and you're gonna put it on your cake board. And this glue is very good for this technique with sprinkles, for sticking your sprinkles. I've been really testing this glue out, and I really, really like it, especially for this part. It's great for sprinkles. Now I'm going to use some silicone glue again to add some sprinkles on my drip drip. Now I had cut out some smaller stars, and they single, they're not cookies, and you're just gonna cut out some stars and you're gonna add stars all over your bucket. This is totally up to you if you want to add stars. You don't have to add stars to your bucket, but I think it gives it a cute look. Okay, spackle time, my favorite part. I took some spackle and some white paint and I mixed it together and we're gonna start piping. Um, I'm using a 1M tip. That's the tip that I'm using, the piping tip that I'm using. And you're just gonna pipe on top, and you could pipe it the way you like to pipe. So I'm just gonna pipe my spackle on. Now I'm gonna take a piece of styrofoam and I'm gonna stick it in the middle. So like that, I can add more spackle on top and it won't sink in. I learned that from my friend Vanessa for Up and Growing. Yeah. So, and it gives it more like a base. So when I'm going to add my stars, they don't go too in. If you understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. Sometimes I forget my words, guys, okay? And I'm going to add my sprinkles now since my spackle is still wet, okay? If your spackle feels a little dry, you could spray some mist water on it and just add your sprinkles. Not too much water, guys. And you're just going to add your sprinkles and you're going to make it look pretty. You're going to add a wood dowel on the tippy top and you're going to stab it in because that's where you're going to put the big pink star. This was a special request from one of my followers on Facebook, and this is for her doggy, guys. Her doggy's going to have, I think it's her birthday. Yeah, it is her birthday. And she wanted a fake bake for her dog. So she wanted it pink and she wanted the star to be the biggest star to be pink. So we're going to start with the pink big star and we're going to add that on the top. And then we're going to stab more toothpicks so we could add the rest of the stars. The cookie, the star cookies. I'm telling you guys, I forget my words. I just love the way this came out. This came out super, super cute, and I hope you make it.